Christendom, almost all Christendom, worships the Trinity, which is three persons in one substance, and the Adventist Church have the same God. I mean, that alone, if you are a Seventh-day Adventist, that alone should make you raise a red flag. Hang on a second, there is something wrong. Because if you're not an Adventist, so you can understand why I'm saying that, Adventist, just the same as all the reformers that came before them, Martin Luther and all the others, believe that the Catholic system is the Antichrist system, right? This is what all the reformers believe. So it's not limited to Adventism, it's all the reformers believed it. So you got to ask yourself a question. How is it that God's people in the last days are worshiping the same God as the Antichrist? Do you think the Antichrist will worship the true God? And if he's worshiping the true God, why is he called Antichrist? So that alone should make you think. And this is how it's illustrated. This is how it's from the New Pictorial Aid of Bible Study. This is a Seventh-day Adventist publication. That is how the Trinity is illustrated. And this is how it is illustrated in the Catholic Church. It's the exact same thing, with the exception that the Catholic one has more angels around it. But exact same thing. This is sad, brothers and sisters. This is sad because we're seeing Baal, the god of the heathens, the god of the Gentiles back then, at the days of Israel, is being worshipped in Israel. That's at the days of Elijah, right? That's the type. We're seeing the same thing today. A pagan god is being worshipped in what's meant to be, or what Adventists believe is spiritual Israel themselves. I believe spiritual Israel is more than Adventism anyway, but it is sad to see that a pagan god is in God's church. This alone should make you think. So let us now turn to the Bible and have a Bible study. What are we having, everyone? A Bible study. I'm going to go fast because our time is limited. First question, how many gods does the Bible say we have? One, two, okay, let's see. Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. In Jeremiah we read, but the Lord is the true God. He is the living God and everlasting King. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and so forth. So the Lord is the true God. He is the living God. Keep that in your mind. We're going to refer to it in a couple of slides. That one Lord, that one God is the true and living God. Hello and welcome. Don't be. Thank you for coming. Okay, let's keep going. New Testament. Notice what James says. Thou believest there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. Timothy, for there is one God and one mediator between God and man. So how many gods is there? One God. Now this one God could be the Trinity, the three persons in one substance, or this one God could be someone else. We're going to let the Bible speak. Don't worry about what I say. Just read the verses that the Bible convince you. Now we saw that the one Lord is the true and living God. Who is the true and living God? Does the Bible tell us? Have a look. In John chapter 17 verse 3, and this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. So the only true God is not Jesus Christ. The only true God is the Father. Another verse from 1 Thessalonians. For they themselves shew of us what manner of entering in we had unto you, and how ye turned to God from idols to serve the living and true God, and to wait for his Son from heaven. So the true and living God has a son. So the true and living God is not Jesus. The true and living God is the Father of Jesus, right? That's the Bible speaking, not me.